I just grew up. You know what I mean? I didn't have it taken away from me per se that I recall. So it wasn't like it was a life-changing occurrence. So that was when I was 2 years old, and it was at the farm in the harvester silo. My grandpa was in the silo in the fall cleaning out the grain from the outsides, and he was shoveling it into the center. And in the center there's just a square hole with an auger underneath that augers your grain into the barn. And I was watching from the doorway, and I was 2 and curious, and like that, before he even knew what had happened, he had his back to the door shoveling. I had ran in, crawled up and ran inside and stopped right above that hole where the auger was underneath. There was grain on top, and I stood on top of it. I don't know how long, but that's how I got caught in the auger. And by the time my grandpa had saw what had happened, I was already in it. And when you're 2, it doesn't take long. You probably only have a leg about that long. So these are actually crutches that I've made. They are well used. I'm overdue to make a new pair. But when I was hurt, so I was 2, I went to Shriners, and then they actually made crutches for me. They made out of wood a very similar type of a crutch. They call it a forearm crutch instead of your typical under your armpit crutch. And so I grew up using this style of a crutch. I just got used to using this, but I would always break the wood ones, like all the time. So I started making my own, and usually have a work pair and a nicer pair. And like I said, these are definitely getting ready to be retired, but these are what I use. You don't really think you're different until you're made aware of it by someone's actions or reactions, or seeing yourself. That's, for me, that really hits home for me. It's like, oh, now I know what I look like to you, but to me, I don't think of myself as being different. Yeah. So this is my first year growing industrial hemp, licensed Wisconsin grower. It is hemp, not marijuana. That's the first thing I'll answer. You get asked that all the time, so I had to just say that. I direct seeded 6.5, almost 7 acres. I'm planning on keeping some going over winter so that I can raise my own clones for in the spring to transplant rather than to start from seed, and hopefully have better success with that. My goal is I'm raising for CBD. There's the fiber, there's for seed or for CBD. Kind of seems to be the 3 areas where you're going to go with this industrial hemp. And it seems to be now the hot thing is for CBD oil. So that's my plan, is to harvest that, dry it down, and then try to do some cold pressing. Being certified organic, I'm kind of trying to stick with all no chemical inputs, so I'm not going to do a chemical extraction. I'm going to try to do a cold press for the CBD oil. And yeah, I guess we'll see how that turns out. Having the Ranger has just really taken a lot of stress off of having to walk everywhere I go, even if it's only, from here to the barn or here to the shed or from this tractor over to that combine or just something simple like that. Having something I can jump into and not have to walk everywhere I go, or being able to throw something in the back, throw some tools in there or whatever I need, and that's helped out a ton. With the skid steer, I know that has the quick attach on it. That I'm able to change any attachment just by the push of a button instead of having to get on and off every time. Power shift on the 4020 is great because I can run the brakes with my left foot. I don't have to try and hand brake. I can just shift in and out of gear and up and down gears without even using the clutch, with the power shift transmission. It's a disease and I have it. I love farming. But it certainly has made it a lot easier, a lot more enjoyable. But I would say Easterseals was very good to work with. Yeah.